Tucked away in Benton Park West, a boutique agency named KAOH Media is doing interesting work in an interesting location curated by a co-founder of the St. Louis City Museum. KAOH's founder, entrepreneur Kelly ONeil, loves the company's unique office space.
When people ask me, what is this place? I tell them, if you had to envision the City Museum as a house or an office, that's really what it is. It's incredibly beneficial, we found, for our business as well. People are very drawn to it. We do video shoots in here. We host a lot of events and also open up the doors to our clients anytime they want to come in from out of state or even just work for the day.
KAOH specializes in a few key areas of business, as co-founder Allan explains.
A lot of our work has to do with building grassroots advocacy. We work in a number of different communities, even outside of St. Louis, for cutting-edge things that need community support, like renewable energy. So our role in that particular capacity is to handle all of the digital communications, rally support through social media, mitigate concerns, try to connect with influencers that will further help that cause and promote the effort of the client.
While KAOH specializes in legislation in a few other areas, they are also a startup and are strategic about the type of work they take on.
We have a very specific focus, and that particular focus allows us to service those particular clients firsthand. So one of the things that we talk about is that if you're a small, medium-sized business, you can hire that young person right out of school to manage your social media channels, but do they really understand marketing strategy? So we can actually take that particular task item in-house, be able to do it for the same, if not lesser cost. Then that client doesn't have to manage that particular individual, pay health care for that particular individual. So that is kind of our niche.
As entrepreneurs with a creative bent, Kelly and Allan have found a unique way to give back not only to the community, but to musicians as well, with their new project creating loud buzz in the city, live in the living room.
We have several friends that are musicians. We invited them over, had a couple drinks, and I asked them, would you guys want to play in my living room? We'll always go out and see them in bars, but they're always background noise, and people don't realize, okay, do you know that riff they just did is incredibly hard and everybody misses it? So we wanted to create an intimate listening experience. So we open up the carriage doors. We allow 50 people to come in. It's $10 suggested donation. All of that goes towards the artist, and then we jam.
As word has spread about Live in the Living Room, Kelly has been flooded by musicians wanting to play in their intimate venue, and recently, a semi-famous recording artist on her way to being famous played a show there.
On April 12th, we had the opportunity to host Glaser. She was a finalist on season 4 of The Voice. Incredibly honored to have her in my home. A friend of ours, Jim Peters, who is another incredibly talented local musician here in St. Louis, played a couple songs with her years back. She's from St. Louis, and I got an alert from my Bands in Town app saying that she was doing a national tour and going to be doing some house concerts. So I reached out to Jim and I said, can you put me in contact with her? I've been dying to have her in my living room or even have the opportunity to see her. And the next thing I know, I'm getting a call from Glaser, and she was in my living room.
KAOH Media likes being located in the city, and founder Kelly ONeil thinks it's the right place for startups and likes to share the story of how she decided it was the place to be.
What I love about St. Louis is that there is a place for every personality and every entrepreneur type in St. Louis, whether it's a specific business incubator, whether it's a specific neighborhood, or whether it's just going to some of these different events that they feel resonate with them. There's something for everyone, and it's a very welcoming place. Actually, I decided to stay in St. Louis City because for the first time when I was out by myself, from moving from the county to the city, I was sitting at a bar by myself and someone talked to me, and that was it. And I realized this was a place I wanted to be.